Welcome back! This week we'll be looking at writing for the web. Since the internet emerged as a major communications tool in the 1990s, writers have had to adapt to how they put words onto paper, as we now write in an environment that is dynamic, ever-changing, interactive, and oversaturated with choices for audiences. So let's look at a couple of venues that writers utilize for the web. First, let's talk social media. Facebook is still the king here, but sites like Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and Google+ all command respectable audiences, and new social media sites pop up almost weekly. When you use social media professionally, you have to change how you perceive it. You will no longer be a casual participant, simply clicking an occasional like button or posting a pic of you at Saturday night's toga party. The professional writer who uses social media does so with your career in mind. Thus, you will learn to be thoughtful about what you post. You also spend a lot of time researching to find articles and information that is relevant to your field. You must also spend time seeking out and connecting with others in your trade. For instance, if you're hired as a social media manager to promote a small business, your job is going to be seeking out audiences, finding ways to engage with them, and learning how to generate metrics of the things that you're doing to verify that they're working. You may even have to establish guidelines for how and what is acceptable to post if you end up hiring assistants to help with your workload. In these scenarios, you will be representing your employer, so you'll probably have to be very careful about posting political views or off-color commentary that could damage your reputation because it could also impact the reputation of your employer. Blogs are another heavily used tool for web writers. These began years ago as personal journals, but now they have become an essential tool for brand recognition and establishing expertise in a given field. Blogs are very easy to create. Many of the sites used to create them, such as WordPress, offer free versions with options to pay if you want advanced features. Successful bloggers have to be dedicated to their craft, which means if you're going to do it, you should probably be doing it about something you're passionate about. Not only will you have to create original content on a frequent basis, but you'll also have to network with other bloggers, repost relevant content to your own blog, and usually combine your blogging efforts with social media outreach to gain a substantial following. So a couple of key points when writing via web channels. 1. Remember that information is more important than opinions. Opinions are fine from time to time, but in most business environments, they can get you into trouble. If you're working for a conservative or liberal news outlet, then opinions may be a substantial part of what you're posting. However, unless the business leans toward opinionated content, you will be better served to avoid posting much in the way of opinion. Second, maintain your professionalism. Anyone can comment on the works you post online. This is a good thing, as it allows engagement with your audience, which builds a more dedicated fan base. However, the internet is filled with trolls who will post anything to spike your temper and bait you into an obscenity-laced shouting match. You have to develop thick skin and learn to ignore these lures. If you must reply, you should do so in a professional manner. If you find that you cannot respond in a professional manner, the best course is usually to ignore their comments. If they frequently harass, you usually have the option to block them from further comments, but this should be a last resort. Third, don't forget hyperlinks. The internet is dynamic, so you should give your users the option to click through and dig deeper into content presented in your writing. And lastly, images. Learn to take good photos. You don't need thousands of dollars worth of camera equipment. A good smartphone may be all that you need as long as you can compose a simple photo that looks reasonably good. You'll catch a bigger audience if you can include some pictures or short video that depicts your subject matter to accompany your writing. That's all for this week. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.